Good evening, everybody. Welcome to She Said, She Said. It's another Saturday night, and tonight we have two really good-looking guys with us. One is involved with alternative construction, while the other one does interior design. So we have Ilac Diaz and Robin the Rosa. So she said, this is my partner, she said the last time she guested with Robin, they both bawled like babies. And about Ilac, she said, is he single? Well,
okay, and she said, physically, they are so her type.
Anyway, so everybody, here we have Robin and Ilac. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for coming here today.
Thank you for
We're gonna
getting
have
us.
our own he said later, but
Yeah, then you can interview us.
Right, and they just arrived,
especially
right?
the bowling part. I mean, there must have been some
I
drama.
remember that. I remember that. Yeah, that was high rating. Huh?
Yeah. So many people saw it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, in fact, we have a clip right now.
Oh my god.
No, actually, we are talking about, we guested in a show, and it pertained to some sensitive issues of our families, and we cried to death.
Yeah.
We were like holding hands and crying together.
I know.
And really cried.
So how many years ago was that?
What's that?
How many years ago?
Many years
Many
ago.
years
when
ago.
we were
Yeah.
maybe
Very safe.
10 years old.
Very
Yeah.
safe, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You
because
were 10, I was 11.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but we really cried together after the show. I was like, I felt so close to him.
so you're like bonded forever.
Yeah.
So that's why you guys swapped seats, because Robin was supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I wanted to see some like in-depth crying, but
Really? Later,
yeah,
after the
later.
show.
But actually, it's funny that you guys guessed together a long time ago, because Ilac was just saying that it's been a while since he and Robin were on the same show.
Yeah, when was
Right.
that? The one of Boy. I think.
Yeah. Quite.
So what was the
What
topic?
Yeah.
I don't know. What
I
did
don't
we
know.
do?
You were
Say-
the one.
say what-
You were the one talking the
Fighting
entire
cousins?
time.
What?
I don't
Quarreling?
know. No, we never.
No.
We're pretty
No,
good. We're
Yeah, you're
quite
pretty
close.
boys.
Yeah, Ilac was talking about his thing. His
His thing?
alternative, not his thing, but you
Project.
You asked me
I
construction.
didn't mean that. I meant
Construction.
his thing, because you were saying you're into interiors and you're into exteriors, and Robin said we're both into girls. So I was, Rob, that's what riding a motorcycle does to you. Anyway,
So you are into alternative
Right. I build out of
Construction.
sustainable materials and
sustainable materials, meaning like
earth, like the Spanish. You could see that they do adobe churches, but now I'm trying to make this into clinics, and this is into schoolhouses. So different ways. And then I'm into bamboo schools now, trying to use what is indigenous to the population to make it cheaper for them to avail of this kind of public facilities.
But that's okay to cut down the bamboo trees. That's okay.
Well, bamboo grows really quickly.
Yeah.
And earth, there's just a lot of it.
Quickly, like how long?
Quick.
Not like so many years, like
Quick.
how quick's that, Rob?
4 years. We use bamboos that are about 4 years old, but they grow quite locally, and they grow really in great abundance. Unlike trees that takes like tens
Yeah,
of years, like
years,
40
yes.
years, 50 years. Bamboo has this very relatively shorter cycle, like 5
So
years.
is 4 years the best time to use them?
Well, let's start with the earthen one. The earthen construction basically is,
We're showing pictures of it right now,
using
as
what is from, let's say, there's a mountain source that's, it has to have at least 35% clay. And these schools are about 90% made out of earth. And we use the local population to bag this kind of earth in rice sacks, no? And they pile it upon each other. And in about I'd say more than 20 days, you already have this kind of schools. This is about 9 schools that we built within a month.
20 days, it gets really very hard.
In about a day, it starts already. You can already start feeling it solidify. But if you want it structurally stable, you give it 20 days.
Where was that? The one we just saw?
That one's in Camarines. No, that one's in Surigao del Norte.
So where are the 9 places that you've set up your bamboo schools already?
No, the bamboo schools are being built in Camarines Sur.
Yeah.
And there was just an international design competition, so we requested designs from all around the world to help us build cheaper but more sustainable kinds of schools. But more importantly, we wanted a design that could withstand climate change because of the strong amount of wind
That we get.
that's coming in. the old traditional way of building, which is just cement, steel, and glass.
Doesn't
but you know,
work
with,
anymore.
yeah,
Cement,
it's
steel,
being
We get
destroyed
an
at a
average
very
of
rapid rate.
20 cyclones a year. So
22,
Yeah.
and 5 of them are considered destructive. When I say
Right.
destructive, this is about 120 kilometers or more winds.
So you held a contest and they actually awarded $10,000 to the person who could come up with such a design. And I heard that she was nice enough to give it back. You're saying?
Yeah, her name is Alina Jamil,
Right.
and she's from Malaysia, and she was the one that built this bamboo school. And it was nice because not only can you build a school, but you can use the local populace to build it, and at the same time, the source, they grow it, right? So
Right.
the money, instead of just going, building the school and then going out with contractors, remain in the community. So you have this kind of microeconomy, and you
So
keep the
the
money.
whole
in.
school was built.
It's being built. It's gonna start January, and it's gonna take us about 2 months to
Where?
build the whole.
That's all.
Yeah.
2 months.
So do you need an interior designer for that? Because your cousin here is...
No, he's okay on that.
Okay, bamboo. You use also bamboo, but maybe for
Flooring.
decorative.
For flooring, there's a lot of new materials regarding bamboo. Architect Bobby Manyosa is one of the people behind the whole promotion of bamboo materials, and he's making use of a lot of bamboo for flooring, for ceilings.
So there are different kinds.
There's a lot of different kinds of bamboos, but it just differs from a lot of them just differ from the size, but mostly you get a lot of the bamboos from Negros, di ba?
Yeah, next the Visayas area
Yeah, the Visayas
is
area.
very strong with this kind of agricultural. There's a lot of space at the same time. Yeah.
Like I said, we used to have a bamboo house and it was really windy. 'Cause, Yeah.
Yeah, I love bamboo.
So it's nice because you're like, if your maid's trying to sweep the floor,
You don't
there's
have
never
that
any
house
dust. Because it just goes in, yeah. So when we wanted to litter, we're just
In
like
between.
that.
No more house anymore.
No, it's gone. That was like a long time ago.
Did you know that bamboo is actually a grass?
Really?
Yes.
It is. It's not.
Oh,
It's not.
hard one.
Yes.
Did you find that out at the same time?
No, I typed in grass and bamboo came out.
So did you study interior design?
Yes, I went to PSID for 2 years. Sadly, I haven't finished yet because I all of a sudden got a
Surge of
commission
jobs.
to work all of a sudden, and then
Oh.
I started working. Before you knew it, I started one project, another one came up, and before you know it, I'm already 36 projects
36 projects.
Yes.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
in 3.5 years.
Do you think your being good looking had anything to do with this?
Of course.
Because I went to PSID to night and get no job.
She had 6.
Well, first of all, I don't wake up in the morning thinking I'm good looking.
Oh, you don't?
Okay, yeah, but your
But-
clients do.
But the matronas wait for you early in the morning.
With juice and all.
When is Robin coming here?
What time's
Yeah.
Robin coming?
Because
Let me put
he
makeup.
always like swears this wife beater shirts
yeah,
when he
yeah.
comes to
That's what you wear?
I wish I don't even own one.
Yeah, but you came in wearing that.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
You did.
And then
House in a
when
Your
jacket.
nice
then
sunnies.
when he measures the room, he goes down with his okay, and then he goes, what's that?
Well, I actually do get called in. Most of my clients are
Are women.
Yes.
See, that's
See?
what about gay
Do they
people?
drop ball pens now and then?
Okay, and then.
I'm just kidding.
Gay people?
Yeah.
Not so much gay people. Mostly women.
Older?
My age, younger and older. Yes.
Oh, but
Mostly
more older because they're the ones with the money, the older ones.
Yeah.
Yes, about
So-
80% of my clients are women.
Right.
Oh.
See,
So
like
are
I said.
are they fickle? Are they
Yeah, they
compared
are.
to the men?
The men, yes. The women are always very fickle about a lot of detail, but I help them understand things, and it's nice because when you do houses, imperfection actually is better than perfection.
Imperfection. Okay.
Yeah.
So what if they have a certain design that they want and it's not to your liking? Do you say so?
Well,
Or do you just touch them like this and
I play
Well,
the
not
devil's
necessarily to
advocate.
their liking.
Yeah.
Like, say they want something like this, but for the size of the room,
Yeah.
it just won't go. So how do you tell them in a nice way? That,
Well, I'll tell them that it's, like for example, a couple of people have come up to me because they want gray ceilings or black walls, and I keep on telling them that it's depressing. So I explain to them what they're explaining to me. I explain to them what is the outcome of something like that. So it works out well naman. Plus, I never impose myself. I never force something that I want I always give it to the client, whatever she wants or he wants.
So
The client's always
Whatever.
right.
whatever.
Every day.
Whatever.
I'm just gonna start calling the show.
Okay, for people that want your services right now who are listening and it sounds really good to them. Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, I'd like to give my
It's like this is like
So, there's a website, too.
this is like Zohan for architecture.
Yeah.
do not mess with us.
Okay, so where can they get in touch?
Well, I'll verbally say my office number is 855-2750 and just inquire and look for me or anybody in the office.
And Ilac, you give talks in a lot of places about how to put up businesses and the unusual ways. So, what are some ideas that you have in there?
Well, but my specialty, I guess, is how
Stop
to
whispering.
use business for social for social means, which
Right.
is charity in itself is like a cash burn system wherein you donate. And then once the money runs out, there's no sustainability also in the business. So what I'm trying to show is how to put up businesses that can use them and at the same time generate profit to continue the program over the long term. Because what happens is poverty is not just one point in time. There are 300 people without a house, but it's an escalating problem. Therefore, you need an escalating solution.
Right.
And so this kind of businesses try to address this, but at the same time enriches the community, but at the same time maintains the wealth for them to continue regardless. So how to make a charity obsolete in itself. So empower them and make your role smaller and smaller in the solution.
So what if there's somebody who's interested to learn about the business, but he, let's say, doesn't have connections or he doesn't have the finances or something, and they attend the seminar you give? What can they expect from that?
Well, a lot of it is actually people that are ready into the charity business. And
Charity, what,
ch-
financial or their
well,
time?
they have certain donors already in their their database, and they've been doing this for quite some time. But then they're finding donors are undergoing this kind of what is called donor fatigue, and so less and less money is coming in
Yes.
every year, and so they see it as this move into something new to be able to withhold the wealth instead of just as I was saying, just burning it. And so we try to look for systems wherein the people can either sell something or build something or consult, wherein some money will come back into the foundation,
Like
and not just
fundraising
not just handout, but a leg up in life. And so those are the people that I primarily consult. The second one really is like for students. We come up with competitions, and so we have a mentor system that they can whether it's new kinds of medicines for nutrition and stuff like that. So it can help the community, but at the same time bring back money into their foundation. So these are the kind of things that are very exciting to me.
Okay, so you just both arrived
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the States, and what were you both doing
But they
there?
weren't
You were
there
not
together.
No, he was
And
on the
who were you
opposite side. He
with?
was on the opposite side.
He's in the east, I'm in the west.
Rob went to Alaska. Who were you with on the cruise?
I
A
went on a
cruise?
cruise to Alaska with
Who were
my
you with?
father, my brother, and my father's wife. Yeah.
You have a lot of
7 days.
relatives in LA, right? I remember.
My mother lives in
Yeah.
LA with my sisters and my stepfather.
Yeah.
It's a good, happy, big family.
Yes,
So
yes.
how long were you on the cruise?
7 days on the cruise. I'd say the best experience of my life.
Don't you think they had fantastic food?
24/7.
I know.
Yeah, and the service incredible.
And all the Filipinos on the crew.
That
Which
was
you get
one
what,
part
extra?
of the whole
Yes.
cruise that I was so proud of. Out of the 900 crew on the boat, 550 were Filipinos,
Right.
and most of them were the people that were dealing directly with the guests.
Yes, because they have the best.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Best service.
I felt so so proud because they were really, you could tell that they had a really good
Passion.
They had passion. They loved their job, and they did it excellently.
And
Excellent.
so nice to
Which is
hear.
excellent means they cater to rock stars, presidents. The quality of service is just
With that, I'd like to thank them for all the free drinks.
So you spoke to them in Tagalog. Isa pa nga.
Kindat-kindat lang.
No, they're really nice. Like there's one point I had no signal, and one of them lent me her phone.
Yeah,
Lent me her
yeah.
phone, lent me her SIM card, and then she even gave me a book. And I'm like, wow, this is so nice.
Oh, now textmates na kayo.
No. She didn't even ask for my number. She didn't. no idea
They
what
were the best.
what-
They were the best.
They don't know who I am from whatever, but they were just nice. They're just plain nice.
I think that's a great advantage for anybody that would want to go on a cruise is that they'd be very comfortable because knowing that 3 out of every 4 or 5
Yeah.
seafarers in the world is Filipino.
Is Filipino.
So, yeah.
Especially in the cruise, especially
Yeah.
the service cruise line.
So you came from Alaska and then you came back here. And Ilac here, you just finished going to the School of Government in
So yeah, I was in Harvard for
Harvard,
about a
yeah.
year and a half,
Right.
and after that I went around for about a month and a half, just traveling around the East Coast, just getting acquainting myself before coming back.
which was the most interesting part of your East
You know
Coast?
what, Miami.
I know, I know.
Miami was a lot.
Why?
Miami was a lot of fun.
Giving tours to the freshmen and incoming freshmen around Harvard.
Yeah, don't be shy.
I know, he told
Yeah.
me already that.
Really, considering you guys haven't spoken in a while, why? Why, Rob? Tell us.
Well, he would be like one
What
of
kind
those-
of tours would you give?
no, late
exact-
night daw. He wouldn't
No,
even go
no,
to
no,
the
no,
office.
no.
He would wait for them at the gate. Hey, you want to take a tour of Harvard?
Defend yourself, Ilac.
So I was, you're there, you're alone, and you wanted to
You're
meet,
there,
you wanted to meet,
He wanted to be alone,
you wanted
right?
to meet, you wanted to meet interested tourists to show them around, and I was very proud. So I would, instead of going to the bars, you would go
Right.
there and you would show them around Harvard, and so
Right.
they have this arranged tour. So I said, wow, I could get to meet all of these, new girls.
And it's
why
cheaper. He
you
doesn't
travel.
have to buy them a drink.
That's why you travel
yeah, and then
alone.
you don't have to
yeah.
come up with one-liners. You just you keep on using the same line. so
Which was?
and it's about 40 minutes. It's a 40-minute tour.
Yeah, so by the end of that, your guys are tight.
You're the best of friends, and
That's a friend.
which you're not supposed to say on air, by the way.
No, but it's okay. They're not gonna get this. You
Okay,
know?
so what do you say?
No. I mean, you bring them around Harvard. And,
Yes.
you bring them
Around Harvard.
The Harvard
You
tour.
show them
Bring
them
around.
around
Of course,
Harvard.
you have some. There's underground tours which you're not supposed to take.
Locker room.
Okay, what are the underground? See, we never saw those underground tours when we went to
course.
Harvard, right?
Well, in a Harvard Business School, there's tunnels under because during during the cold winter months, you don't walk on the.
It's too cold,
And
right?
also,
Wow.
there's
To go from different
different buildings to buildings.
Okay.
So
I never went to that.
I know.
You didn't go on my
Because Ilac
tour.
wasn't there.
Look for the flyer. It's posted on the tree. Ilac Diaz gives good tour.
Underground tours. So you're allowed
The
to go
tour
there.
that-
The tour allows you to
the
go
uncommon
underground.
tour. No. If it's a small group of 5, then you can like bring them
5.
handpick.
Dapat
About the more
different
serious.
nations. Ilac wants that.
You see, that's why he likes traveling alone. Because
because
Jackie's
I'm saying,
like, why do you go alone?
Why do you go alone? You know, if I were to travel, I'd go with somebody
Yeah,
else.
me too. I definitely
Group,
won't go
yeah.
alone.
Well,
It's
I do
Yeah.
local tours. No, I'm just kidding. No,
I travel alone
it's
too
just
a lot.
it's just much easier to travel faster and to more countries.
No, but if you're only 2, then that's also easy. I mean, if the other one is also easy going.
Yeah, but you have to find the right person.
Well, you're 2.
Have you guys
At
traveled
the place?
together?
No, never.
No, why not?
And there's this what is called
Maybe we should travel together the 4 of us.
there's like backpackers resorts, and
Yeah.
backpackers resorts you get to meet all these kind of individuals from around the world. So it's never really lonely.
Yeah.
You get to meet, there are about 200, 300 beds in each resort, and so you meet from every other nation.
Yeah. As my grandmother would say, nga, hanggang pier lang eh. You're 2 until the pier.
So how come you guys haven't traveled together? So you like traveling alone? You like traveling alone?
Ilac is mostly concentrated, well, lately in the US. But most of the time when he was traveling, it was in the Europe,
Africa, and the East Bloc countries.
Yeah, me naman when I would travel, it would be mostly Asia and the US since my folks are there. So we never really got to travel
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, South America.
Oh nga. No? I put
Yeah.
up a pool.
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
For those that don't know, your moms are sisters, right?
No.
No.
Ilac's
Your-
father
My dad.
And your
my
mom,
mother.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Ilac is
right.
Diaz
Yeah, that's
and-
right. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're first cousins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
what do you guys think you have in common? Aside from
Aside
women.
from, yeah, women and good looks. That's
Yeah.
it.
My
Wala
mother
na.
and his father.
Wala na, that's it.
Their names.
No, I think
Their family names.
The love for design space is, I think, is very strong. To actually build something, on a physical nature, manipulation of materials. Robin built his own room, no, and then
Yeah.
he built the interior of his house.
Yeah, I like doing the blue collar work
And,
as well. I'm into carpentry, so.
Oh, you like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, I like getting my hands dirty a lot.
But in college, you didn't study that.
No, I went to business administration.
Okay.
I took 5 years of that in De La Salle University.
And you went to
Ateneo.
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 So, you guys fight, go, fight.
No need. We proved ourselves on we proved ourselves on the court.
Well, you have to give it to them once in a while naman.
If you graduate, you have a special course for basketball. I mean, it makes it hard for us to come and beat you every now and then.
Yeah,
Come on, Rob, fight.
what's that? Your first cousins, but you went to.
Different schools.
Yeah,
I mean, you went
school.
to the best.
Ateneo and
Well,
LaSalle.
LaSalle.
The best school, and then
And the best
that
school
other
for girls.
that other school.
Well, let's put it this way. LaSallites don't claim that we are the best school.
Because?
Yes,
Because they're not. By far.
No, but
I think you rank under Marinol or
Marinol, Ilac. There's no more Marinol.
I'm from Marino.
Hala!
It's Miriam.
I know, but I'm from
Miriam.
Marino.
I don't know where that came from. Where did Miriam come from? Is that the nickname
Marian.
of Marinol?
Mary.
No, from Mary.
Oh, okay. I was
Okay, so what don't you guys have in common?
Robin was also, it's Robin was also always inclusive in the family. Like he's much older than me. So
Hello! We're born the same year, Ilac. Oh, boy. Can I say that?
So
Is
much
it anyone
older.
watching?
Much older, like several
anyway,
months.
he was in commercials
6
ahead. He was
months.
in commercials head, and then he invited me to try out. He was in the movies head, and then he
See,
tried
at least
to.
he invited you. He didn't think
So
that you would be a threat to him.
it's a very inclusive kind of family, and
Yeah. We were never competitive.
Right,
Really?
right,
What,
right.
wait, but you guys don't have the same, I mean, you're both mestizo, but you don't have the same
No.
type
Yeah,
anyway.
you don't.
Yeah.
He was just insecure with some
Wait,
girls
wait lang.
choosing me
Ilac
over
knows
him.
that.
But
Wait,
I'm just
what?
kidding.
Insecure with some girls? Wait,
No,
I thought you
actually-
heard something
What do you
there.
I was just kidding. No.
Did you guys ever like the same girl?
No.
But I'm sure girls like both of
He
you.
doesn't know that.
Later na lang, when he leaves.
How are reunions with the DSS?
It's a big family, right?
It's called
It's fun.
convention.
It's called convention.
Yeah. Oh well.
How are
well,
the conventions with the DSS?
Well, okay. I'll give a good example. Having a convention with the DSS. Okay. We are the only family that can specialize in peeling a lechon without making punit the newspaper.
What do you mean?
You know when you
The
buy
newspaper
lechon,
under, right?
Yeah.
it's
It's
wrapped
wrapped,
in
yes,
newspaper,
yes.
Why,
right?
everybody's OC?
When it's put into the dining table, we open the newspaper and there's no more balat. Sa kusina,
Kinakain na yung bala.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
it's like something in our family that because we're so big, the food has always been.
You have to
not-
explain.
Not,
You have to
not really
explain.
scarce.
My,
but, yeah.
My mom, my dad and
His mom.
his mom, the first generation is 12 already.
Yeah.
So
You're kidding.
plus
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
12 titos.